Pull this TRQ, totally random question. Moments ago, when did you either get lost as a kid or temporarily lose your own child? Tell me there's something more horrifying than being like, where is our kid? There isn't.
I lost my son in our home.
Okay, how'd this play out?
So Steven and I, like 2 seconds, we had turned around. All of a sudden, Brooks is gone. And I'm like, where did he go? So I like, obviously, he's not in the living room, kitchen. I check our bedroom, spare room, bathrooms. I cannot find him. And there's no way he got out. We live in an apartment. Our door is locked. Like, he did not get out into the main apartment area.
He's here somewhere.
He has to be here, but where did he go? And I'm freaking out. I'm like, did he get stuck somewhere? What is going on? It was 2 seconds we turned away. I'm calling his name. I can't see him. Finally, I see his little head pop up. We have 2 couches kind of that like there's a gap between them. Mm-hmm. And we usually block it with this ottoman so he doesn't go in this back corner area. The ottoman was moved, so he like weaseled his way and got between the 2 couches. And he thought it was so funny, and he's hiding back there. My heart sank, though. For however long that was, we were looking. It felt like an hour.
Imagine if you like fell asleep back there. And you're just like tearing this place apart. Like, where did he go?
This happened to my sister last year. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be going on this like family reunion thing. I didn't go last year. My sister went, and they spent all day out in the sun at the pool.
White.
Couldn't find my niece, and everyone was looking for her. She fell asleep behind the couch.
As people are like, where is she?
Where is she?
I call the police.
Everyone was freaking out. Julia said, like, all my aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone's getting involved looking. My niece, Harper, got back behind the couch and ended up falling asleep there.
Maybe it's just a wandered off situation or playing hide and seek. When did you get lost as a kid or maybe temporarily lose your own kid? Either or.
I am so glad they don't have these anymore. But when I was a kid, I only ever did this once. Those circular racks where all the clothing was around one big, like, spinning pole. I climbed in the middle of it. I thought my mom knew that I was doing this, but apparently she lost me, and I knew I was in trouble when I heard my name over the loudspeaker to come to the front because my mother was waiting for me. Only ever did it once, and there was a reason for that.
I do like that you were enough of a little ish as a child that she didn't think that you got taken, right? She knew you wandered off and were doing something. That's why she's like, come to the front right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. She knew it just like, nobody wanted to take me. I wasn't. Who would want a small girl for?
I think that we all, as kids, went into those circular racks, and we just assumed our parents knew where we were, and then you come out of it, and you're like, Mom and Dad, where did you go?
Oh, it was not only that, but they didn't even bother looking for me. She did the name over the speaker. Ooh, big trouble.
And you've mentioned, I'm glad they don't do these anymore. I still see those in stores, and there's still kids hiding in them.
Yeah,
so they're still out there.
Someone said I was 3 and I walked away from my mom at the Renaissance Fair in the city. So you can imagine how scared she was. And then the same person said when my daughter was 3, she walked out of the house looking for me. She thought I was at our neighbor friends. And then she got lost trying to figure out which townhouse was ours. My husband was in the shower during this and didn't know until some guy showed up with our daughter at the door.
Can you imagine?
Who are you with? How did you get out of the house?
When did you, as a parent, temporarily lose your own kid? Horrifying.
Someone said, for lost kids, I lost my youngest at the rodeo this year. It was the worst 10 minutes of my life. I said, who wants snow cones? Turned around to get money. 2 seconds later, he's gone. I looked everywhere. Finally, I had to ask the police there to help me. He later goes, look, Mommy, you were right. The police did get me. We were telling him if he didn't behave, they would take him. He apparently had to go potty, so he went to the porta potty, then stood by the snow cone truck afterwards.
Well, at least he's by the snow cones, I guess.
I mean, he knew that's where you guys were going.
I highly recommend having a herd dog in your pack. I'm the herd dog in my family. I feel like I barely experience anything we ever do or go to because I stand slightly behind everybody so I can have eyes on everyone and know where they all are. And they're just staring at the back of their heads. I will know where you are. I will know where you're going. I will know what you're doing.
I mean, I think that's good. You're hovering. You're right there.
I don't want to say I'm a helicopter parent, but I'm the herd dog for sure of our situation. They kind of trail a little too far off to the left or start slowing it up. You just bark at them.
Woo, 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 woo.
It makes anybody
back
move.
In line. Woo, woo.
A grown man starts barking at you. You move.
Someone said, I'm not proud of this one, but I lost my son at Walmart for about 30 seconds. He was 10. He was holding on to like the side of the cart. I turned around to grab something off the shelf, turned back around. He's gone. I'm yelling his name. My heart is racing. I'm already imagining having to contact the police. And then I hear giggling. He had crawled under one of the clothing racks and he was just sitting there because he thought it was hilarious. I was ready to cry.
When did you get lost as a kid or temporarily lose your own kiddo?
Now, I cannot recall ever being lost, so I'm going to say that's a good thing. And I don't think I've ever lost my kids, but I'll tell you what I have done is I have forgotten that they were in an after-school step practice. And I just completely forgot. And the teacher was calling me. It was about 30 to 40 minutes after pickup time because they were just thinking that, maybe I was running behind. I definitely wasn't running behind. I had forgotten to get them. And I was like 40 minutes away, and I was so late picking them up. They were waiting in the school office like they were being neglected or forgotten about. And in essence, they were forgotten about because I definitely did. And, yeah.
Whoopsie. Whoops.
Someone said the first time I lost my kid, I was the dad and I thought I was doing everything right. We're at the park. I'm watching him play. Then another dad goes, is that your kid? I look over. My son's halfway across the playground playing with a completely different family. The worst part, he wasn't lost, but he just went over there because he heard the mom say she had snacks.
Well, you know what? If a random kid walks up excited about your snacks, you're probably going to be like, well, I guess here's a fruit roll-up.
I
Have
think
fun.
as a parent, you would share it, wouldn't you?
Here you go. Temporarily lost your kid or you got lost as a child yourself. Hi.
I used to wander off a lot as a kid when my mom would go shopping, and I did wander off in a Walmart a couple times because I saw the toy aisle. I got real excited, and security did know my name.
No, so they got to know you a little bit because you're such a wanderer.
It happened all the time.
Get you figured out. At least they know your MO.
Someone said when I was a kid, I got separated from my parents at a baseball game. And I remember walking around looking for them and thinking, well, this is it. I live here now. A worker found me, asked my name, and then asked what my parents looked like. And I said, my dad wears a hat. And they're like, buddy, half the people here are wearing hats.
You're at a baseball game, kid.
Eventually, they found him.
I will live on hot dogs.
This is my life.
The mascot and the Red Hawks will raise me.